Alright, welcome back everybody, and today we're going to kind of show you guys how to grow weed in 3.0. So if you're seeing this, 3.0 is out now. Welcome back to town, and I hope you guys are having a great time. But let's get started. So we're going to start with some watering cans, some fertilizer, and female marijuana seeds. Female marijuana seeds is all we need right now. So we'll start with the watering cans. They're both 0. You can go to any body of water, basically, fill those bad boys up. And I mean literally any body of water. If I go over here, I'm pretty sure I can do it in this pond. Oh, look at that. Yep, I can totally fill up in this pond. Alright. So then, we need our seeds. So, we'll use our seed. This can be kind of tricky, so if it's not working properly, go into first person. Sorry for the frame loss. I'm not really good at recording. My camera's not, or my computer's not good for recording, but anyways, go into first person if you're having troubles getting this to work, but basically you want it so that the plant is above, the pot is below. It's just the prop. That's how it works, either way. So you're going to go ahead and place it. You only need to be in first person, like I said, for placing the plant. At least it makes it easier. I know you can do it in third person, but sometimes it just kind of has issues and it's a little sketchy. Alright, so we're going to target our plant here. So you can see harvest, check. We're going to check our plant. So its gender is female, but it's unknown, and we have no type right now. So I'm gonna nitrogen recipe, or sorry, a fertilizing recipe can be absolutely any numbers between 1 and 61, 1 and 77, and 1 and 19. So I'm just gonna do 1, 1, 1 for now, just to generate something. The way this works is basically when you go and put those numbers in, it's going to generate a name for the strain. So now if we go back to this and we check it, we actually have a name. So we got Afghani Wander Platinum Chase. Okay, that's the longest weed strain name ever, but that's how the names are generated. So basically, weed plants, like there's limitless amounts of names. And actually, the better you get at growing your weed, so you'll see here towards the end, but the more you grow the one strain that you start with, or the strain you start with, like this for example, the more you focus on it and take time on it and grow your reputation with this strain, towards the end, or I guess the ultimate goal is you'll be able to create your own strain and you'll be able to rename it and do as you please. So as you can see right now, I am just adding water. The plant is going to grow at super speeds right now. It is sped up. For you guys, it'll probably be around 3 to 4 hours in full growth. Maybe 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours for full growth. But so as I used my watering can, I've emptied one. Fertilizer's gone. Seed's gone. So, check it. Alright, we'll be back when this is at 100%. We'll get to the next phase. Alright, we're back. So, as you can see, the plant's big. So I can click harvest. We're going to just check it real quick. So 97 water. Again, this is going to drain over an extended period of time. So you guys are going to want to keep this up. Not the higher it is, the better it is. But the more it's I guess, watered and attended to, the better your yield is in the end, to an extent. But yeah, so let's go ahead and, no, not destroy plants. Let's go ahead and retarget this, and we're going to go ahead and harvest it. So here's one of the biggest changes in 3.0 you're going to notice. We harvested the weed, the plant's still there. So I can go ahead, check this again, go ahead and re-water it, make sure it's good to go, and this will continue to grow. When we get back to, I'm going to talk about the male seeds real quick before we go into the next part. When you talk about the male seeds, you use male seeds. You don't physically use them in the same way you plant these, but when you go to check it, there's a slot here, add male seed, which I don't have any, so it won't allow me. But when you go and add a male seed, you're going to pollinate this plant, which is then going to pollinate all of the plants within a region of 20. So you need to be careful when you're doing that. The reason and the benefit for pollinating your plants is pollinated plants go and produce seeds for you. So whereas female plants will produce the actual bud and the stuff that's going to make you money, all right. So now we're back in the apartments. We've got our wet bud. Now, you see how it says dry 0%? We're going to need to dry this plant, or dry this weed. And the only place you can do that is in your apartment and or on your persons. I wouldn't suggest carrying it on your persons. Obviously, as you can see, it's kind of a dead giveaway. Unless you're, crazy and want to walk around with weed and let the cops get you. But either way. But we have all this weed, so we're going to go ahead and come to our stash, open our stash. We're going to go ahead and put the wet bud in here. So we already have some prepared wet bud from yesterday, which is, I believe, it's actually the same strain. So we're gonna grab 4 of these, and we're gonna go and do the next phase. We're just gonna actually. All right, so we're back, and we have our dried grams of weed. We're gonna go ahead and use them. We're just gonna break them down basically in our pockets real quick. All right. Once you've packaged, or sorry, done this step where you've broken it down into 20s, you're gonna want to split it up in your inventory. I don't know why it doesn't manually do it. These are unique. They're not supposed to be able to stack. But anyways, I'll probably move towards so you don't have to do this step, but just do the step for now. And then you're going to hit that package good. He's going to take the weed or like a chunk of it. So as you can see, he took 5 to start. I can walk away. All right, so we're back. Okay, so now I have gotten him to package up all my suspicious packages into bricks of weed, basically. From here, there's a couple things I can do. One, I can have a chat with him, and I can sign in. This will then give me kind of like a drug run, basically. There is a minimum police requirement for that, so you cannot do that all the time. There's also a max, or like you will sell for a lot less. If you were to sell like a whole brick at once, you'll sell for a lot less than you were to if you were to break everything down and then sell it. You also don't get strain rep, or sorry, area reputation. So we're going to get into that and explain what all that is. So then, if you're to take your suspicious package, you'll need a scale and you'll need weed baggies. You break that bad boy down. I'll give it a second here. You break it down, you're going to get weed. 7 gram bag. So I got 3 that time. These numbers may change when you get to it, but for now I got 3. And let's see. Got another 3. So uses everything. Used up my baggies. Alright, so we broke it down. We have our baggies. So there's 2 things we can do. So if we have these packages, just a reminder, so if we have suspicious packages like this, they're basically like pounds of drugs, not really pounds, but you can sign in and he'll give you a location, you can deliver it, right? However, if you want to do the extra step, you want to take the baggies, the scale, there's multiple different types of scale for a better return, so on and so forth. But if you want to take the baggies or the scales, you can use those, you can break them down into weed, as you've seen we've already done, and then you can sell them on the corners, which all you'd have to do is just target your vehicle and start that. Alright, so this is just an area, for example, but this is an area you can kind of corner. There's multiple around the city, and like once you find these zones, some zones are higher risk, higher pay. And then, I mean, the higher risk, the higher the pay. The more that people sell in an area, the more the area gets reputation for selling. The more the reputation is there, the more money you can make. The more money you can make is also dependent on how much you've sold. It's also dependent on how much you've sold in a single strain. So there's a lot of factors that actually include into like your final payout. But you basically go find your area, whatever vehicle you're driving, just hit that button. It'll start selling. The trunk will pop. I already hit it, so the trunk's popped. And you gotta just chill and you wait. That's him. So you'll get, once they start, they kind of start rolling in. Hey, dude. There you go. You want to buy it? Here. My drugs. Here you go. Thanks for the cash. You need more baggies to sell. What? Wasn't enough for him. Wow. This person looks like they want some drugs. Do you want just a little bit? I only have 5. Come on, take it. Don't do the... Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. So now you understand how to sell drugs and weed. Or drugs, sorry. How to sell weed in Anomaly. Ain't fun.